Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Gray Eagle here in Florida, still. And this is the prophecy report for March 13th. Now, I wanted to get this out early. I usually put it out on Monday. But in view of the major prophetic activity in Japan over the weekend, I felt it necessary to get it out a bit early. So let's get started. First of all, I want to mention that Perry Stone said in, quote, 2011 will be a major prophetic year. Now, he said this in his latest video at about 25 minutes into the program. This is program number 543, dated 03/07/11. And that can be found at media.voe.org. Talk about timing. 4 days later, we have a major prophetic event. Well, Perry always has been ahead of the curve. Then boom, we have this event, this major earthquake. It's, by the way, it was upgraded from an 8.9 to a 9.1, fifth largest in the entire history of the world. You can find the article on the upgrade on CoombsAOReport.com, and also you can read other articles there on the Japan earthquake and tsunami. Fifth largest since 1900, it says, I believe. So I don't think they kept records prior to that. They might have, but I don't know. Well, of course, there's always Matthew 24:7, which tells us about earthquakes in divers places, as well as Mark 13:8 and Luke 21:11. But also, this particular superquake was so strong as to cause the Earth's axis to shift, similar to the 2004 Sumatran superquake. Therefore, we have Isaiah 24:20 coming into play. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. You can find that also on the AOReport.com. By the way, notice the connection between the ones, the multiple ones, Luke 21:11 and the date 03/11/11. Now, many people have been seeing this 111 and 1111 on their clock. They wake up at a certain, and I've even seen them myself. So maybe the Lord's trying to tell us something about that. I believe that it has probably multiple meanings. One gentleman said that it related to Genesis 1 and John 1. In the beginning was the Word, and in John 1, in the beginning was the Word was with God. So that's an entire. Now that's all Jesus, you know. That's prophetic of the Lord, Jesus. So tells me He's coming soon. Also, we have the possibility of the wormwood prophecy coming of Revelation 8:11 coming into play, because there are at least 3 of their nuclear facilities are right now currently in trouble. And I think I know there's been one explosion. I think Fox News said a little while ago that there was a second explosion at a nuclear facility. I don't know if it was the same one that exploded priorly or a different one. But there might have been 2 explosions at 2 Japanese they're in very, very serious trouble. Their economy I'm thinking their economy is shot, and that will ripple over into the world economy, which means U.S. us. Now, finally, just a few days prior to the superquake in Japan, I was watching a website on YouTube. And the gentleman there was showing the seismic monitors from all over the world. They were all going nuts, he said. And he was questioning what was going on. He wanted somebody to answer. Well, I think he's got his answer now. Here's the words to type in right here on YouTube. Type in this: Internet seismic server going wild! Exclamation, exclamation, 7.2 Japan. Quake. Let me repeat that. Seismic server going wild! Exclamation, exclamation, 7.2 Japan. Quake. It's right here on YouTube. This guy, it seems to me like he predicted this thing, but you decide, you check it out and read into that what you want to read in it. Now, these earthquakes in Japan proves to me, at least, if not anybody else, that the birth pangs are getting closer and closer together, which tells us that Christ's second coming is indeed very, very close. Or, well, some people call it a rapture. There's only really two comings, and the rapture is not really a second coming, although some say it is. But they're confused as to exactly the difference between the two different events. The rapture of the church, if I know a lot of people don't believe in that, and I'm not, and I do. I am a pre-trib rapturist, but it's looking more and more to me like that's possibly mid-trib. But I'm not really a Bible expert, so I'm not really all that sure. Anyway, you also have Hebrews 10:31 in this. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Many people that weren't expecting it Thursday did just exactly that Friday. Luke 21:25. This is another article, another prophecy. Signs in the moon. Get your cameras out, get them ready to photograph the peregrine moon. I'm going to be out there with mine photographing the peregrine moon on March 19th. The moon will come closer to Earth than it has since 1992, and it won't come this close again until 2016. Use keyword supermoon. That's one word, supermoon, disrupt. Relevant also to this prophecy, last Sunday our DirecTV satellite went out due to a solar flare. Did come on back on a bit later, but certainly the sun and the moon gave signs this past week of Christ's second coming. Now, this one is right out of Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end, for many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Now, this is on YouTube, and all you have to do is type in skin gun, right here on YouTube, skin gun, and it's a new technology how people can be healed from severe burns. It's amazing. So that's Jeremiah 12:4 coming into play this week. Also, a very serious situation we have here. We find that coins are being implanted with listening devices. If you want to read this article, it's Canadian coins bugged. This is coming under the mark of the beast technology. Now the next one is going to be a bit of a surprise and possibly maybe even make a few people mad, but I got to warn you about this anyway. I never was much of a Glenn Beck fan. I used to listen to him because he got his start on a local radio station here in Tampa, which I listen to quite often, and that's WFLA 970 here in Tampa. And that's where he got his start, in radio. And turned out that he was so big, he went and got with the Nationwide Syndicate, and he just rocketed to the top of the charts. Now this guy, as you well know, I'm sure, I heard him say many times on his radio station, on his radio program, that he was a Mormon. So that's why I don't listen to him. I don't believe in Mormonism, and I don't believe that their religion is proper, and I don't believe that their Jesus is the Jesus of the Bible. That's my feelings. You may feel differently, but nevertheless, I got to warn you about this. Anyway, this is on WorldNet Daily, and the article is all right, out of Matthew 17, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravening wolves. Acts 20:29 also, for I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. As I said, it's on WorldNet Daily, and the article is entitled Glenn, Christian author, Glenn Beck, actually New Age Antichrist. Now, he is not the Antichrist. Let me make absolutely P-positive clear of that. He is not the big AC. He is an AC. He is a little AC, at least according to this article, and I think it just might be a book that a gentleman wrote. Now, don't hate me for delivering this message, because that's all I'm doing is delivering the message. So that's the prophecy report for this week, a little bit longer than usual. But what's going on in Japan is very prophetically significant, and it's continuing as we speak. Now, as I said, Coombs on his AOReport.com has a good bit of articles, text articles to read about it, and he deals with basically the same thing I do, news that is prophetically significant. So that's it for today, and remember to trust Jesus today, because the time is indeed short. You may not be able to trust him tomorrow. Hundreds of people in Japan are not able to trust him tomorrow, because they have already fallen off into eternity. Till next week, keep on trucking for the Lord. The eagle is out.